Heidi ho there, welcome back to Coffee with Drew Red Star. Good evening to you. Well, it's been quite a week, hasn't it? Eh? Smoke, heat, and heartbreak. Canada's burning, England is out, ooh, and it feels like 40. Well, it did yesterday, and it was 40 the other day. Saw it right on the front car thermostat there, driving down the highway. 40 degrees. Oof, 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 oof. Man, it's hard to breathe in that stuff for some people. Anywho, so if you looked outside, it's smoky, like gray, and we haven't had that for a while. It's the wildfires up north, and every now and again, things get really dry up there. Not enough rain, because probably somebody's not flicking on the switch there, and they're not doing enough geo whatever up there, and dropping maybe some stuff that's drying out the pine trees. That's what a lot of people say. Hey, you never know, right? You're certainly not going to know the truth. Not if it's from them. So, and I keep getting these reminders, so it must be on the hour or something like that. But you know, speaking on the wildfires there, did you hear that they spent approximately $150 million for emergency firefighting this year? Higher than the $135 million budgeted for last year, but last year they actually used $271 million in the province of Ontario. That's just Ontario. So apparently somebody, from what the word is, cut the budget. I don't know who would have done that. Probably somebody that doesn't like Crown Royal. I don't know. So what did this guy look like around your property? Were you able to see, breathe, hide inside, close your windows, close your drapes? It's all over the place. I hear it's in New York. My sister's out in Cadillac, Michigan, and she's got it bad there. It's all over the bloody place. I guess it depends on which way the wind's going, and right now it's going down south. But they say it's got fine particulate matter that can penetrate deeply into your lungs during heavy smoke periods. Public health guidance generally emphasizes reducing strenuous outdoor activity, closing windows, and using effective indoor filtration, and wearing a mask. Yeah, remember last time they told you to wear a mask? Right. So I don't know. Do you think your province, state, country is prepared for wildfires this summer? Are they prepared for anything? Prepared in the wintertime for snow? I don't know. You know, this stuff happens every single year. There's always a fire, there's always a rainstorm, there's always a hurricane, there's always a tornado, there's always a S-load of snow dumping somewhere. It's not like it's new. I don't know why everybody thinks this kind of stuff is just freaking happening. And you know, if you look at the long-term, like really, really long-term weather, temperature graphs, we're not heating up. We're actually cooling down a little bit. I mean, overall. But they only look back 100 years here, right? So that, oh man, it's a heat wave and it's climate. Oh, it's got to be the climate. It's got to be. Oh yeah, we got to give more money, spend more money. Let's just tax your gas and yada yada yada. Well, not for this guy. I'm not in favor of that stuff. But apparently, a lot of people buy into the mainstream media claims that that kind of stuff is happening, and get suckered into saying, okay, I'll spend more money on gas, or I'll let my taxes go up. What do you feel? You feel like the left-wing sentiment is correct, and David Suzuki is the next coming of you know who? Yeah, exactly. But in any case, back onto soccer. So England loses to Argentina. Well, that was kind of sad, wasn't it? Some people were saying it was expected because the draw for audiences is massive in South America. In Argentina, it's got Messi, and that's a big, big, big thing. So, and then Spain is big, right, in Europe. So, and a lot of my friends and family that are Irish are not too keen on the English winning anyways. So, but there's always a rivalry there. If you look in the history books, you'll see why. But it was a 1-goal lead they got, and then they lost it. And they've got a history of producing talented teams that just fall short at tournaments. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Messi's just massive, man, like that guy. So I wonder if it's gonna be his last year. There was rumors that this could be the last kick of the can, but we'll see. But it makes for good soccer. So, what do we got? When is it? July 18th, France and England. July 19th, Spain and Argentina. 5 o'clock p.m. and 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. Eastern Daylight Time? Whatever. Our time, Toronto time. Yep, but... And sometimes protecting a small lead is more dangerous than continuing to pursue a bigger one. Yeah, I don't know who said that, but it's written down, so it must be true. That applies in sports, business, and life. Hey, that's definitely true. I can tell you right now in the markets, protect capital at all costs. Right now, a lot of stuff is falling, and it shouldn't be, but I just got a little bit too over padded, and that's what happens. Things that go up too quick go back down pretty quick. Current subject, Gordie Howe Bridge. What's going on with that? So, Mark Carney says Canada will retain the toll revenues from the new 4.7 Gordie Howe Bridge until Canada's recovered the investment. Well, they did build it, and that was the original deal. But there's some bargaining going on by the deal makers. But good neighbors share, but good neighbors also pay their debts. Well. Negotiations between Canada and the U.S. What negotiations? Carney hasn't done any negotiations. He's just basically walked away and said, we're not dealing with you. So take that for what it is. Something else. Never seen anything like this. I don't want to get too political, but he was supposed to be God's gift for the Liberals to take care of Donald Trump. How'd that work out? Oh man, crazy. Okay, next one, AI. I mean, I was listening to one of the podcasts or one of the YouTube things when I was driving today. I wasn't watching it, I was listening to it. And they had the head of Claude and on there, and talking about how there's a possibility percentage possibility that AI will reach AGI or whatever it's called, and be basically kind of conscious next year or the year after. I think it's already happened myself, and they're just kind of holding it back. And what's going to happen after that depends on how people and companies and countries decide to act. He referred to how the arms race went with the nuclear and with the biological, and how the biological weapons were suppressed. Everybody agreed that they were just too bad. So, and he said this could be something similar. But look at what happened with the nuclear. You know, we dropped a couple, or U.S. dropped a couple. Japan by the end of the war, but yeah, at what cost, right? And you know, so what's going to happen? It's a big thing. I mean, I use AI quite a bit every day. Helps me with my books. Does a lot of research for me. Helps format like crazy. Just incredible. I mean, and certainly the illustrations for the covers. Just go to Grok Imagine and Really, really nice covers. Speaking of which, have you read Drew Red Star books lately? I've got a bunch, and I'm coming out with more, some self-help books and some interesting books on why we feel this way, why we wake up in the middle of the night, why all sorts of things happen to your body. A lot of whys, a lot of ways to fix it. Interesting. Check it out. I'll have them all up on Amazon shortly. There's a bunch up right now. And Drew Red Star. And I got a website, drewredstar.com, and I will update it with my latest books shortly. But it's got quite a few books on there. And tell you a little bit about my acting stuff on there and that kind of thing. drewredstar.com. But what else we got going here? I think that's pretty much covers most of the stuff I can think about and I wrote down. So in closing, this week gave us not Smoke on the Water, Smoke in the Sky. You like that song, Smoke on the Water by Deep Purple? It used to be my favorite song when I was a kid. Dun, dun, dun. That beat, you can't beat that beat. And of course, that's usually the first song everybody learns how to play on the guitar. I was never very good on the guitar. I always wished I took it up more, but I got it sitting downstairs and it's looking at me every time I walk by. It's talking to me, hey Drew, come on. You're only 62. You got a lot of years left. Keep going. But so this week gave us Smoke in the Sky, Extreme Heat on the Ground, and Heartbreak on the Football Pitch. Maybe the common thread is preparation. Preparing for fires, preparing for cities for the heat, preparing a team to protect the lead, and preparing ourselves for technological change. Well, which one of these stories do you think is going to make the biggest impact, have the biggest consequences? Going to change history? I don't know. But you and me, we're making history. Cheers. Have a good one.